Out they go, the puck is down, and we are underway. The Raiders have it. Around the net, trying to chop it back out front. He'll go back to the right point instead for Johnston. Across to the left for Goldsmith. Goldsmith shoots, and then we'll flip this in to the right of Hildebrand. Kovacs is back for it. Turns it over, a wraparound try, scores! Cicek built Hildebrand to that post. He's celebrating, but the referee doesn't seem sure where it is. Around off the outside of the net, right to Svetlikov. He works it out front for Lane. Robbed by Hildebrand in close. Over the line to his right, he drops it back for Stanek at the right circle. Stanek shoots, scores! Out of the box and onto the board. Sloan Stanek squares us up with 8:58 to go in the first. Pass for Ritchie with some space up the right wall. Ritchie shoots, punched away. And the charging to his right, trying to drive the net. His save, big rebound, knocked away by Goldsmith. We got a penalty. From the left point to Ritchie at the right circle. Back to Kosier at the top. Kosier with a lane, sends it through traffic, scores! Just shoot! That's the mentality the Raiders needed. Kosier embodied it. Catton darting to the middle of the ice, drops it low for a shot paddled away by Hildebrand. Off a boot right to Anderson. Anderson works it out front for Doobie, a shot rolled wide. Pearden following up. Anderson, a chop shot saved by Michalek. Doobie pokes it loose. They're banging away in the creases at Sorensen. He's got a step right up the middle. Sorensen for Kosier. Robbed in close by Michalek. How in the world did he keep that out? And Hayes in the corner now, away from Goldsmith for Lane. With room to walk out as Svetlikov scores! Svetlikov had room to walk off the wall and flip it over the pad of Hildebrand, and we are tied at 2, 8 minutes and 17 seconds into the second. Wow. Drip on the wall, sending it back out front. It comes free for Ritchie for a shot, scores! Ryder Ritchie slips it through the wickets. And the Raiders' lead is restored with 9:48 to go in the second.
Well, a really nice play here.
Back to Streak on the right wall. Back to Gross at the top. Gross winds up to the rafters. Pad saved by Hildebrand. Rebound knocked wide by Lane. Flipped ahead, and Herman will skate onto it. He and Hayes in a foot race. Herman pokes it ahead. Herman up the left side, shoots, and he put it over top of the net. And center right to Bertholet's tape. Over the line he comes, and he got stood up and knocked down by Goldsmith. Following up, a shot, scores! Gazowski off the rush. Ties the score at 3. 4:43 into the third. Kosier over the line to his right, drops it back for Sorensen. Sorensen with lots of room, but the puck would not cooperate. Now a turnover, Sorensen back out front, scores! The mayor of Prince Albert restores the Raider lead. It's 4-3. Carry in wide to his left. Latimer stops up at that left side. Back to the top for Goldsmith. A shot paddle save. Michalek. Stanek on the scores! Stanek went right to the cooker and backhanded one home. The Raiders have the first 2-goal lead of the night with 4:43. Got bodied by Herman, and time expires. A frenetic last few seconds, but the Raiders keep their 5-3 lead and take their first victory at the Art Hauser Center in some time, going into the Christmas break on a high note.